So today I'm going to post a video that is called A Peaceful Place. This is going to be part 1 of 3 videos that I'm going to post. Video 2 is going to seem a little separate from this one, and video 3 is going to bring the two together. For this particular coping strategy, all you need to do is to find a place where you're not disturbed. You don't drive, you don't operate any machinery. The perfect space would be, I suppose, somewhere where nobody disturbs you, maybe even an office or a bedroom or a space, even outside, outdoors, but you know that nobody knows you there, nobody's going to disturb you. To begin with, I will describe this technique and then we will practice together if you want to practice with me. So a peaceful place is a place where, by definition, you feel at peace. But there are some very important aspects to it. First of all, it is important to ensure that this place is just for you. It can be real, it can be fantasy, it doesn't matter. My understanding is that the brain, in the most part, can't really make a difference between reality and fantasy, unless we choose to do so. So you can create that peaceful place, and it can settle your sympathetic nervous system down, if you like. It can give you a sense of calm and feeling settled and at ease. If you want to use a real place, I will suggest that you think about a place where you went there by yourself, or at least part of that, maybe you went on holiday, and maybe part of that holiday you found a space where you can just be there by yourself and you found it really peaceful. So whenever you feel ready, I'm going to invite you to find that quiet space where you can relax. You can even be in your bedroom, in your office, it doesn't matter. But when we practice, I will invite you to close your eyes. So the final thing is just to say that when you create this peaceful place, it's not only that it's for yourself in terms of people, but pets only. Please try not to bring in any known pets or people that you know, because in this place you really benefit from not having responsibility for anyone and nobody having responsibility for you. So I'm going to invite you to consider whether you need to maybe pause this video for a bit, so then you can think about how and what your peaceful place would be. Or if you feel like you want to go ahead, we'll go ahead and imagine it. Just a little caveat there, just a little note to say that sometimes people find it hard to find a peaceful place, and I fully understand that. So it might take you some time to come up with it. If you find it hard, what I would suggest is you might want to maybe scroll to some images on internet. You might remember a film where there was a particular scene, and whenever you think about that scene, you feel at peace. It can be, that maybe you go on a walk today, or maybe you went on a walk yesterday, and as you look around, you'll find a little spot where as you maybe stand there or sit or lie down in that particular space, you feel at peace. It doesn't have to be anything special, but remember, you can always imagine. You can create it in your own mind as you want it to. It doesn't have to be anything real. It can even be a different planet, if you like, a different dimension. It doesn't matter. The point is that whenever you are in that place, you feel at peace. So pause the video if you like. If not, we'll go into practice. So I'm going to invite you now to find a place where you can just relax and where you can close your eyes and know that you're not going to be disturbed. And I'm going to close my own eyes to connect there with the collective and everybody that is listening now. And in your own time, with your eyes closed, I'm going to invite you to take stock of your physical body. Just notice it as it is now. My suggestion to you is that you do not intend to make any changes, but rather notice what you notice. You might notice some areas where you feel tension. You might notice some parts of your body that feel deeply relaxed. Just have that sort of internal knowing that in this moment you are connecting with your physical body. And whenever you feel ready, I'm going to invite you to go to your peaceful place. And as you look around this place, you might notice what you see. And please allow what you see to just be peaceful. As if every image of what you see invites you to feel deeper and deeper at peace. For in this place, there is nothing for you to do. There is nowhere you need to be. And in reality, there is nothing for you to think about except just absorbing that peace around you. And at this moment in time, I invite you to do it with your mind's eyes, seeing what you see, and allowing more and more of your body and mind and the emotional body to relax deeper and deeper. And if something that you see doesn't feel quite right, let it go. You might bring something else in its place, or you might just remove it altogether. Remembering that this is your peaceful place, and it's perfect just for you. And now I'm going to invite you to notice the sounds of this place and connect with the sounds of this place. Or this place may be very silent. There may be no sound at all. Whatever is right, you will experience right now. You may hear the sound of the wind that brings about peace, or maybe no sound at all. And whenever you feel ready, I'll invite you to connect with the sense of smell. It may be that in this place there is a particularly peaceful smell. Or maybe there is no smell at all. Allowing yourself to simply experience what is right for you and what brings about that deep, deep sense of peace. And what I would say is that peace is neutral. It neither makes us happy nor miserable. It's that place of neutrality where everything is just right and we can just be. We don't expect anything of ourselves or anybody around us. In this place, we just rest. You may even want to connect with the sense of taste. Sometimes people describe that they can taste the peace, or they can taste something in this place that actually bring in a deeper sense of peace. Or maybe there is no taste at all. Choosing only what is right for you. Then maybe feeling that sense of touch. Notice what you're touching. In this place you can choose to float about, fly, lie down, walk about, sit, do nothing. Whatever it is that you do, you will touch something. Even if you float about, you will touch the air. If you're walking or you're touching the ground, feel the ground. You might touch some soft, peaceful surfaces. And the very touch of that surface brings about that sense of deep, deep peace. Welcome it into your heart. Welcome it into your mind. And as you are in that place, I'm going to invite you to imagine that you can feel your internal body and all of your cells welcoming peace into, being in harmony and at peace. Almost as if they're taking a brief moment to breathe in that peace. Billions and billions of cells welcoming that peace in just now. And then allow yourself to notice your sense of balance with the earth. Balance means peace. Maybe if you stand or walk or even float, as you look at the earth, can you feel that sense of being grounded, feeling that deep, deep sense of peace, in balance with the world, outside and inside of you, even if it is just for a moment. You may wish to allow yourself a moment of quiet, no thinking, whilst you are in this place, just staring at the most peaceful thing you can see, just for a moment. And then whenever you feel ready, I'm going to invite you to give this peaceful place a name. Keep it very short, maybe 2 or 3 letters at most, so then you can easily remember it. And then in your own time, gently open your eyes. And with your eyes open, I'm going to invite you to consider using this image once a day to bring about some peace. If you are successful, you will know that things will slow down. Your thinking will slow down a bit. Your physical body will seem to just slow down a tiny bit. The purpose for this exercise is to condition the mind to have that space where you can always go. It's private, it's yours, and there are no restrictions. The only person that can restrict you from going there, it's you. And in order for it to become more natural, it is important to repeat it. It is very much like the times table. In order for us to remember it and know it in a natural way, we need to repeat it again and again and again. So once a day, without a fail, I will suggest that for this week, you practice being in this place. If you feel like you are in a rush, you can practice it for a few seconds, but if you can give it time, you might practice it for about 5 minutes. I don't think more than 5 minutes is necessary. You can practice it anywhere you feel safe, really. If commuting, like, I don't know, on the tube feels like it's a good place for you to practice, it is fine. In such situations, what I would suggest is perhaps you keep your eyes open, kind of looking down, but the best place to do it is a place where there is nothing for you to do and there is nobody that's going to disturb you. But I know sometimes people say that I don't have the time to do this, it's taking too much time. And sometimes I've seen people that actually practice it in the commute. They sometimes kind of have their phone and they open an image, and as they stare at that image, they can be in that peaceful place with their eyes open, but they don't allow any distraction to come in because they just stare at that picture on the phone, if you like. So there are all sorts of ways of doing this, if you like, and the benefits are major, because if you psychologically invite peace in, then in the end, you will find peace. One of the things that I know through my own experience is whatever I focus on becomes more important. So if I focus on peace, peace becomes more important and becomes part of me. If I make an effort to allow myself to create that time for peace. Nobody needs to know that you do any of this. It is all in your mind. And you can share it, however, with others if you like, but this is very much a private thing. So I'll come back next week with part 2 of this video, and in part 3 we'll make sense of it all. Meanwhile, I wish you a wonderful week. All the best. Bye bye.